I'd just like to begin by thanking Allstate, the NABC, and this awesome panel of individuals who selected me and 4 others among a group of over 150 different applicants from Division I schools for this Allstate Good Works team. The Allstate Good Works team selects individuals who are dedicated to community service, both locally and globally, and for them to have looked over my past experiences and deemed me worthy to be a member of this team has truly been a humbling experience for me. I believe that God has been gracious enough to give me a tremendous amount of privilege that not a lot of people have been given. And so given this privilege that I have, I feel like I necessarily have a responsibility to try and give back to all those who aren't necessarily born into the same amount of privilege that I was born into, understanding that in dedicating myself to community service, whether locally or globally, that I'm engaging in a relationship that is necessarily reciprocal. In fact, I found that in all the service I ever do, the amount that I give is always far inferior to the amount that I give back in the form of relationships and experiences. I guess my faith has kind of led me to believe that living a comfortable middle-class life in America isn't compatible with this set of beliefs that I have. While we live in a time that is increasingly globalized, that is increasingly developed, and that people's lives are increasingly becoming better on average, we also live in a time where there's tremendous suffering all throughout the world. I think there's over 20 million children who are dying every single year of starvation. We have billions of people who don't have access to basic health care. We have millions of people who are involved in human trafficking. Just these tremendously horrible things that are just taking place all over the place. And so for me to not give myself over to fighting for the cause of those who can't otherwise fight for themselves, to me just doesn't seem like a life worth living. I'm really looking forward to the opportunity to get to know my fellow Good Works teammates in Indianapolis at the Final Four. As soon as I found out that I was nominated for this award, or selected for this award, I jumped on Instagram and Facebook and ESPN and Google and stuff and searched all my teammates, and I've been extremely impressed by all of their accomplishments. Very, very impressed. And I'm really, really excited to get to know them on a personal level engaging this service. Also, I've found over the past couple years that being in environments with like-minded people but from diverse backgrounds really challenges me and pushes me to think about different issues critically in such a way that ultimately helps me to develop lasting relationships and to grow in ways that normal environments don't. And so that's another component of that weekend in Indianapolis that I'm really looking forward to.
He was going to take the first opportunity that he had. I was happy and really pleased to see him back on the floor and excited that he was able to kind of come full circle and really beat this thing.
With all the changes at the NCAA convention, what can I do as a basketball player in the WCC conference to help with its future?